For all those wondering how to do division, if you haven't got a calculator but you have got a pen and a pencil, here's a little video on what we call the bus stop method. So I've been given my sum. I've been asked to divide 912. I've been asked to divide that by 4. Now, of course, I could actually, some of us will probably already know that if you're dividing by 4, you could divide by 2 and then divide by 2 again. But I'm going to use the bus stop method for this particular question. The first things first, set up your bus stop. And the number that you're going to divide, you're going to put inside the bus stop waiting to be divided. And then outside the bus stop, I'm going to have the number that I'm dividing by. So in this case, we've got 4. Okay, right, so on to the actual division. First of all, let's have a look at this 4. I need to see how many 4s I can fit into 9. So how many whole 4s can I fit into 9? Well, if I think through my 4 times table, I can fit 2 4s into 9. 2 4s are 8. Well, if I've used up 8, from my 9, I've got 1 left over. So I need to carry my 1 over into my next position. And I'm going to put that next to my 1, and it's now going to make the number 11. So I'm going to do the same thing again, but this time I'm seeing how many 4s I can fit into 11. How many 4s can I fit into 11? 4, 8, I can fit 2. Fit 2 again. Okay, so 2 4s are 8. So from 11, I've used up 8. I've got 3 left over. So again, I need to carry my 3 over. And so my number now is 32. That I need to say how many whole 4s I can fit into. So how many whole 4s can I get into 32? Well, that would be 8. Have I got a remainder? No. 4 8s are 32. No remainder. So the answer to this sum is 228. Okay, so my question this time is that I've been given. It's 40.2 divided by 6. Once again, I need to set up my bus stop. I'm going to make it a bit larger this time. It's a bit too small last time. The number I'm dividing goes inside my bus stop, waiting to be divided. And the number outside is the number I'm dividing by, in this case 6. So how many whole 6s can I fit into 4? Well, I can't fit any. 6 is too big to fit into 4. So I can't fit any, so I'm going to put a 0 up the top. How many have I got left over? Well, I haven't used any of my 4, so I've got to carry all of it over to my next number. So next I'm thinking, how many 6s can I fit into what is now 40? 4 and 0 together makes the 40. 6 6s are 36, so I can fit 6 whole 6s in there. But 40 take away 36, there's 4 left over again, so I've got 4 to carry again. So I'm going to carry my 4 over. But this time I've gone past my decimal point, and it's very important that I carry this decimal point, and I put it just in line, just above the original one. So my answer now is going to have a decimal place. So I'm looking at how many 6s I can now fit into 42. Think through my 6 times table. I can fit 7 6s into 42. So my answer, 40.2 divided by 6, the answer is 6.7. Okay, last example for now. I'm going to do 22 divided by 8. So once again, I set up my bus stop and put my number inside waiting to be divided, 22. And I put my number that I'm dividing by on the outside. I forgot to change my colour this time. Very important, change colour. Okay, so how many 8s can I fit into 2? Well, 2 is smaller than 8. I can't fit any 8s in there. So I'm going to put 0 at the top. I haven't used any of my 2, so I need to carry it over to my next place. And together this now makes 22. So I'm thinking next, how many 8s can I fit into 22? So whole 8s. If I do my 8 times table, 2 8s 16, so I can fit 2 in. But I've got 6 left over, so where am I going to put this 6? Well, I can put a decimal point next to my 22. That decimal point was always there, we just couldn't see it. We don't usually need to write it. If we haven't got any decimal places, we don't need a decimal point. But 22 is the same as 22.0, so it's fine for me to add this 0 on the end. So where were we? So 2 8s was 16. So I've got 6 left over, 6 remainder. So I'm going to carry that over and put it next to the 0 to make 60. And I'm going to just carry my little bus stop on over the top, over there as well. And remember, I need to keep my decimal points lined up, so let's put a little decimal point above. How many 8s will fit into 60? Well, 7 8s will fit into 60. And 7 8s are 56. So 60, take away 56, leaves us with 4. So I've got a remainder 4 to carry over. And again, I can add a 0 onto this. In fact, I could add as many zeros as I like, because it doesn't change my original number. 22.00 is the same as 22. And lastly, I'm looking at 8. How many 8s can I fit into 40? There are 5 8s in 40. 5 8s, in fact, are 40. So my answer for 22 divided by 8 is 2.75.